Welcome back to Audit Zone. Let me give a shout out to Mrs. Michelle for uploading this first video we'll be assessing on her YouTube channel, Criminalized for Being Family. On November 14th, 2022, an SKLD Wyoming nursing home staff member named Sue called the cops on a lady named Michelle for visiting her mom and taking her pictures. When the police arrived at the facility and got a brief explanation of what had been happening, one of the police officers quickly convicted Michelle of trespassing, and they detained her based on that conviction.
She's not on the trespass list, so officially trespasser.
There you go. Hi, I'm Sue. I'm the administrator. So we have a family member who had an allegation against her, and so we've reached out to her and let her know that if she wants to visit, we need to meet with the team here and figure out a way we can keep the mom from being. Her guardian does not even want her to visit, but we talked her into letting her. If we do supervised or promise that she won't take pictures of her mom and put them all over Facebook and TikTok and stuff, because the guardian doesn't want that happening. Okay. She came in, refused to talk to me, slammed the door in my face, wouldn't let me in the room. So,
do you want to trespass?
Yeah, at this point, yes. Until she will come in and meet with us and figure out what we can do. Yeah, you can always
take the no trespass order away, but let's get her trespass.
Because I don't want to not let her see her mother, but she needs to do it so we can keep the mom safe. Oh, yeah.
According to Michelle, she contacted the facility's vice president and was told she was committing no crime. She also stated that the place is a public facility and publicly funded.
Doing is illegal.
Yeah, and I'm not saying otherwise. I'm just saying that if
but
she
how
wants
can you guys trespass me if I've committed no crime?
So listen, the crime of so I'm trying to explain.
I don't get it.
No, so I'm trying to explain. So pretty much it's like this is private property. You see that, right?
It's not private. They're funded by the government. It's public.
Yeah, but so if someone's like a manager of a place like this, pretty much like anywhere, just like if you walk into a speedway, they can say, hey, I don't want this person here anymore. Doesn't matter what the reason for. If they tell me that, and they want you, they say, hey, I want them trespassed.
So when I come back tomorrow, I go to jail?
Yeah, you can't come back until you
I will be coming back.
Okay.
And I already let the vice president and president, I spoke to them today. They said, we haven't heard anything. Well, then why are they doing this? You might want to call her.
Call them and tell them to talk to Sue then.
Correct.
That's the best you can do right now.
Yep, this is just I'm sorry, this is a fucking joke.
Yeah, I'm not saying you're wrong, but so don't come back on the property until you cleared up with the
I'm coming back tomorrow. I'll be here every day, and I don't care if I go to jail. I've already been told by lawyers, by the advocates that help Britney Spears, National News, the News 8, everybody's on this, so they've already told me if you have to push the envelope, because that's just going to seal the lawsuit. Huh?
You're not going to be able to do that.
No, but it'll seal the deal when I'm getting arrested for no crime.
Trespassing not be the crime.
No, but that's what I'm saying. They can't say I'm trespassing when I've committed no crime.
That is the crime. That's what we're trying to tell you now.
But they will have nothing to stand on. I've done nothing wrong to warrant a trespassing.
Okay. So where's your vehicle?
Right over there.
Okay. I'm going to walk you over there, and I'm going to get out of here for that. All right?
So when I come back tomorrow, just be ready to come back tomorrow, because I'm coming back tomorrow. Okay.
That means that First Amendment rights permit her to visit the facility and take pictures or record videos of the place without hindrance by the staff. With that information, Michelle couldn't have been trespassing by visiting and taking pictures of her mom in a public facility. The police officer who convicted Michelle for trespassing also violated her Fourth Amendment rights. After forcing her out of the building, he forcibly tried to snatch Michelle's phone when she was trying to inform her children of what was happening. He then went on to handcuff her, even though she had not committed any crime that warranted handcuffing.
I'm not giving it to you.
Okay, well then you're going to be detained until we figure that out then.
Huh?
Then you're detained until we figure that out.
Why are you detaining me?
Because right now you have to be trespassed.
Okay, well, can I make one phone call?
Nope, you have to give me your driver's license.
I don't
just tell me your name.
you already know my name.
Okay, can you write down her name?
Oh my God!
Exactly how it's spelled. So until we can find you and we can figure out who you are.
Hold on, I'm gonna call and let them know. Go pick up my kids, and I'm being arrested.
You're not being arrested right now. You're being detained.
So detained and arrested are two different things. Being arrested means that you've been charged with something. Being detained is temporary.
Hold on, I'm being detained.
Okay. Do you want to?
Because I won't give them my license.
All right. So
I've done nothing wrong.
What's your date of birth?
I've committed no crime.
What's your date of birth?
I committed no crime.
Okay, now you're being detained then. And then we'll get a fingerprint scanner and then we'll figure it out. Let go of the phone.
Brandy, you want to charge for disorder.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Right now,
We're not playing games with you.
Only if I've committed a crime of reasonable articulable suspicion, and I've done nothing of the
So
sort.
right now you've been trespassed, okay? So we need to identify you so we can successfully trespass you by doing our lawful job. Okay?
This is completely wrong. According to the Fourth Amendment, quote, "The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated." These two officers seem to have no respect for the constitutional rights of citizens and will violate them as it pleases them. Michelle said she will file a lawsuit. That's definitely warranted. Now, if you think the violation of Michelle's constitutional rights was ridiculous, there's an even more ridiculous violation of constitutional rights by two Florida cops. Specifically, we're talking about this video uploaded by Jim Hodges. Mr. Hodges, a clinically blind man, was illegally arrested and jailed on October 31st, 2022, after two Columbia County cops claimed that the walking stick he had in his back pocket was a firearm. The two cops, Deputy Jamie Godey and Sergeant Randy Harrison, also searched his body and obtained his ID without his permission or a warrant.
Hi there.
Hey.
What's this in your back pocket? I just saw you walking it.
It's a navigational age. What's the problem? You a tyrant?
Yeah, I am actually. What's your name and date of birth?
I don't have to give that unless
Yes,
I'm
sir.
good.
I was
You
investigating.
have reasonable,
Do you want me to
articulated
put you in
suspicion.
handcuffs right now? Yes, sir, I do.
What is your suspicion?
It looks like you're carrying a gun in your back pocket. I'm stopping to make sure you're carrying it properly. You
Well,
don't
have you
to.
ensured that it's not a firearm?
No, you keep turning so I can't see it. You don't have to be a dick to me.
Well, you're being one to me.
No, sir. I'm
Have a
doing my
good day.
job.
Am I detained?
Yeah, you are. What's your name and date of birth?
It does not matter.
Yes, sir, it does.
Do you have a crime?
Would you like me
Call
to
your
put you in?
supervisor,
He's right
please.
here.
All right.
You don't.
Sir, what's the stop you for? For a walking stick.
So,
And it could look like a weapon. She asked you to
Really?
present it, okay?
Now she's asking me for ID.
Okay.
I don't need the ID unless there's reasonable, articulated suspicion
And her
that I have committed a crime, am committing a crime,
And
or
her-
about to do a crime.
Sir, and her suspicion was that you were armed, okay? And she's asking you for your ID.
Well, now
Okay.
she has verified that I am not armed.
Okay.
So there is no
you have
problem.
your ID or not?
I do have my ID, but you don't need it.
Okay. Okay.
All right, you deserve it.
77 Whiskey Mike detained. I don't know where his wallet is.
Where's your wallet at, sir? I don't have a wallet on me.
Okay, where's your ID?
Where's your ID?
in my
pocket. Which pocket? You are not allowed to search me.
It's in this pocket.
There you go.
Thank you.
I want your names and badge numbers.
1257 on Nick 65427.
This is a false arrest and imprisonment case, a clear violation of Fourth Amendment rights. According to the Florida statutes, a person commits false imprisonment if the person, quote, forcibly, by threat, or secretly confining, abducting, imprisoning, or restraining another person without lawful authority and against his or her will. Immediately, these two cops identified the object as a walking stick. So now there's no longer an articulable probable cause to detain or arrest. Mr. Hodges even asked if he could leave after he showed the officer it was a walking stick, but they denied that request. The officers then went on to check Mr. Hodges' ID.
It's gonna be. I want your name and your badge number. You know, I put him in jail for resisting.
Okay. All right, let's go.
I want your name and badge number too, sir.
Have a seat.
You wanna pick my property up, please?
I sure will, after you have a seat.
You wanna pull this out of my back pocket?
Sure. Here, I'll grab your jacket for you, too.
This is a further violation of the Fourth Amendment, which again protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, and is further supported by the amendment language that, quote, no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause. According to the U.S. Code on Civil Action for Deprivation of Rights, anyone acting under the color of law who deprives someone of their constitutional rights, quote, shall be liable to the party injured in an action at law, suit in equity, or other proper proceeding for redress. After the sheriff's office investigated the incident, it was concluded that the two officers committed several policy violations. Sheriff Mark Hunter claimed in a video that Sergeant Harrison was immediately demoted and suspended without pay for 7 days, while Deputy Godey was suspended for 2 days. Both officers were also to undergo remedial training on civil rights. Now, to me, those are weak punishments. Thankfully, Mr. Hodges has retained an attorney, and a notice of intent to sue is being filed. Mr. Hodges is requesting a federal investigation of the Columbia County Sheriff's Office. Now, you may think how Mr. Hodges was treated is one of the highest constitutional rights violations you have ever seen. However, I'm going to argue that you might be wrong. In another video, originally uploaded by Rago Monkey, we have an officer of the Miami Police Department by the name of Roberto Heredia Rubio, who confidently violated the First and Fourth Amendment rights of two civilians. On November 4th, 2022, two guys were walking along a street in Miami when they saw the police car parked by the roadside. The guys thought the vehicle was blocking traffic, so they decided to perform a First Amendment audit by recording the car. That didn't sit well with Officer Heredia, who decided to arrest and detain the guys for 30 minutes without probable cause.
You're blocking traffic, sir.
Bro. I'm doing my job.
Okay. We didn't say nothing to you.
Pero since you're here,
We didn't say anything.
okay, no importa, pero now I'm saying it to you. Since you're here, I want to see both of you IDs.
What?
Is this a joke? No, it's not. Do I look like I'm playing?
Can you call your sergeant?
Both of you IDs.
I don't have ID.
I need ID.
I don't have ID.
No, yeah, I'm gonna call my sergeant when I finish getting your ID.
I don't have
Okay,
ID.
so put your hands in there.
Is this a lawful order?
It is.
How is it lawful?
Because I'm giving it to you.
Listen,
Okay. So let's talk about later. Put your hands behind your back.
Listen, you're being
Put your
recorded.
hands behind your back.
I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
Your hands behind your
I'm
back.
not resisting.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, bro?
Put your hands behind your back. Come here.
I don't have ID.
I have a set of handcuffs for you.
I don't
too.
have ID. For what? What are you handcuffing him for?
Wait, call your sergeant. Call your sergeant.
I will.
What's the crime?
I will.
Relax.
What's the crime? What are you
What's the
doing?
crime? What crime did I commit? Can you tell me? What crime did I commit? Relax.
Don't worry about it. Come over here, Baba. You're right there.
What are you doing?
Stay right there.
What's your name and badge number? Don't break my... What are you doing? Breaking my arm.
Yo, what are you doing, bro? Yo, what are you doing? Yo, llama a tu sargento. Dale. Tranquilo. Oye, mi teléfono.
What's your badge number, bro?
Recoge mi teléfono.
What's your name and badge number, bro?
Oye, recoge mi
Hey,
teléfono.
pick up his phone, bro. Pick up his
Recoge
phone.
mi teléfono, maricón.
Hey, what's your... Hey, listen, bro. Call your sergeant.
Call your sergeant,
Call
dog.
your sergeant. You're done, bro.
Call your sergeant, bro. Call your sergeant.
Call your sergeant.
Call your sergeant.
Did we commit a crime? Did we commit a crime? Is that a crime? What crime is that? What law is that? Listen. Let me tell you something, bro. Statute code 901, that's 151, brother. What crime did we commit? You know the statute 901, that's 151?
Okay, let's continue listening. Come over here. Have a seat.
So, this cop violated both the First and Fourth Amendment in quick succession. According to the First Amendment, quote, Congress shall make no law prohibiting the free exercise or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. Also, again, the Fourth Amendment states that, quote, the right of the people to be secure against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrants shall issue but upon probable cause. Officer Heredia had no probable cause or a warrant to arrest and detain these guys. His ego was just hurt, and he decided to violate their constitutional rights. In fact, Officer Heredia was not remorseful, and even blatantly admitted on camera that he intentionally violated the constitutional rights of those guys. He seemed to be so confident that he wouldn't suffer any consequences for his misconduct.
It's very simple, very simple. Okay, all kidding aside. The one who dictates how I do my job is me, not you.
I didn't dictate nothing.
Okay, so why did I put you in the back of my car? Why did I put you in the back of my car? Because I wanted to. Thank you.
Wanted to? Can you repeat that?
Why did you let us go?
Detained me for what?
Because I wanted to.
Why did you let us go?
I wanted to.
You know you...
Pablo, a esperar ahí en el quesito.
Why did you let us go?
Because I have nothing to hold for.
So you're telling us we can't stand here? We can't stand here?
Stand there.
Bro, he looked for every law to charge us with.
For every law to charge us.
They're coming, wait, they're coming. No se vayan.
Come on, papi, there wasn't no need for this.
No se vayan. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, papi. Para que le cuenten a esa gente, para que me dé pau así, mira. Ay.
Damn, you broke my phone.
Tú le dices how
Bro,
bad I
he
was.
broke his phone, bro. He broke Ragamonkey's phone, dog, as he was detaining him and putting him in handcuffs, dog. I was already cuffed right here in a matter of 20 seconds.
I broke his phone. Oh my God, I broke his phone.
We didn't come try you guys like that, bro. But you guys look for the hate. You guys earned the hate. You look for the hate. You look for the hate, Papa.
Do you hate me?
You look for the hate.
Do you hate me?
I hate you because you're a bad cop, bro. You're a bad piece of shit. That's what you are.
Do you hate me? You want me to cry? You want me to cry? You want me to cry? Okay.
Papi, why are all you bike cops like that?
Eh?
We went to Wynwood and all your bike cops, they act the same way.
Imagínate tú,
Fuck on my wrist, dog.
Guys, he's gonna be here till 7 in the morning.
This for walking right here. And the car that he had pulled over had drove away minutes before we got here because we were over there filming, walking all the way down here. So there was no interfering with no traffic stopping. That's not our law, dog. First of all.
All right, guys. So we're here with Officer Uncle Fester.
I've been told other things. Come on. Try.
You just did something? You just did
Bobby,
something?
Bobby,
for
you
nothing.
look
That's
like...
gonna get you in trouble, bro.
Really?
Okay, bro. You think that we don't play around, dog. We don't play around, bro.
You saw I don't play either.
Bobby, I'm inspecting.
You saw I don't
play around with that badge.
You
bro.
saw
play around with it.
You saw I don't play either.
You don't deserve to have that, Bobby. You don't do that.
Listen, you're
innocent people that are walking by here filming an interaction right here that wasn't even here.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Papi, pon la luz de emergencia because you're blocking traffic. You're blocking traffic with no lights.
You don't even got your lights on, bro.
You don't have your lights on, man. You don't look. You got a car behind you. Put your emergency lights, man.
My suggestion is that a thorough investigation should be carried out concerning the misconduct of the Miami Police Department. This is a clear case of false imprisonment, as I mentioned earlier, under the Florida statutes, and it's punishable, as I mentioned earlier, under the U.S. Code on Civil Action for Deprivation of Rights. False imprisonment does not qualify for qualified immunity, since the officer intentionally violated clearly established constitutional law, which Officer Heredia was well aware of. Officer Heredia showed that he intentionally violated the constitutional rights of these guys, and so he's going to be in a serious lawsuit when these guys press charges against him and his department. Now, before you go, check out this video where we showed an officer named Jonathan who got properly schooled on the U.S. Constitution by a First Amendment auditor. He was shamed out of the scene.